Me.
Okay.
You.
All right. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Absolutely. That's Dan. I'm Hassan, and we're going to talk about the Flash finale. Maybe the last episode we ever review of this.
Here's hoping. Here's hoping.
Dan, what you think?
Yeah. So we got Sith Lord. So I love the fact that the Flash writers clearly love Star Wars, since we had lightsaber lightning battles, and then this time we had Sith lightning from the Flash, because you know Flash can totally do that. I don't recall him ever being able to stand still and just project lightning, but that's beside the point.
Oh, that was last season, Dan. Don't forget, he's so powerful now, he can just generate lightning just still. He's vibrating his molecules.
It's like he can totally do that. But in the previous episode, we're going to still have him run around the city to get enough charge to actually throw a lightning bolt. But that's beside the point. The show was terrible. And I am sad that Iris is still alive. And hate to say it, but I don't. Honestly,
Candice Patton, for news guys, has officially renewed her contract. So for those of you who wanted a final goodbye to Flash that was good, powerful, impactful, and special, you thought? No, we'd never get some. No. No. And for the weirdos in this comment section who are like, we love the Flash, you guys are so mean to it. Dude, just like you can like crap. I like crap. I watch things that are legitimately horrible. Okay? Me and my girlfriend watch Orin High School Host Club. We watch bad things. Okay? That's fine. But you know what I know? They're bad. And I act like it.
Yes.
So those of you in the comments being like, the Flash has redeeming qualities. No, it does not. It's only good because we liked it before. And I did that. I did that for years. I remember season 5, I was like, this isn't that bad. Season 6, this is okay. Season 7 is when I drew the line and I became a man. I grew up. I had a moment and I looked in the mirror and I was like, this is a bad show. I watched Titans. Titans is also terrible. It's terrible, but it's so fun to watch. So have fun watching it, but just, let's just calm down. But yeah, Candice Patton is going to be on the cast for the next season. Hopefully the last season, I believe, right?
I mean, here's hoping based on its current track record, but let's be honest, if it is actually concluding, we might get a half-decent season, because it'll be like, okay.
Dan, this plan, what we just watched, is their finale season plan. They thought that the show was ending, so all these episodes, the cameos, like having Ronnie back, Deathstorm, all of that was their plan.
All right, I got no faith, because also they did not properly suit that Black Flash suit to
Tom Cavanaugh.
to Tom, because it looked too small. The shoulder pads looked like it straight up looked like the skin for a costume you buy in a video game. And you're like, check this out. I spent $30 on the cash store to get this like round shoulders, death looking thing. Honestly, it just wasn't good.
What you meant to say was, it's just bad.
It's just
and this costuming department is the same costuming department that gave us Firestorm on Legends of Tomorrow. Comic accurate, practical, beautiful looking suit. An amazing suit.
Yeah.
And then they just gave us this. And through a friend, I am, for those of you who are watching Superman and Lois as well, you'll know that Superman and Lois looks considerably better. Let me break the news to you guys. It's shot on the same cameras, and it does have the same budget. There is no HBO Max funding. Alex Garfin, Alex Garfin, the guy who plays Superboy, we were on the phone the other day, and he literally confirmed that there is no difference in budget, that the shows are the same in every production aspect, other than the fact that the people who write Superman and Lois, the whole cast and crew really, really love Superman. They do. That was his whole thing. Everything else about that is identical. Does that break your heart a little bit? Does that make you hate the show even more?
It just makes me go, wow, they've really, really just invested their entire budget in Lightning. Because this This entire
Dude.
episode was nothing but lightning. He's shooting lightning from his hands. Then there's lightning in the sky. Then Tom's flying on a podium of lightning.
Also, does Barry ever talk about the fact that his parents are alive now? I know it's not his parents, but like Jay Garrick and Joan Garrick are literally alive on his Earth, and they are the same people. Does that never come up? He's always like,
I think
my
that's
dad's death anniversary, dude.
I think that's one that you gotta just ignore at this point. Like you gotta just, you gotta ignore that stuff. Because I mean, let's be honest. If you have him doing it, then where's the point in Bart doing it? Because Bart does that with Uncle Jay all the time. Of, oh my gosh, you're dead, but you're not dead. But the point is, the show is not great, and it did not end strongly. And they used too much lightning. They had a weird moment of Barry going Sith Lord, then pacifist monk. What did you think? What did you think overall, Hassan?
So, I mean, in like the kindest way, the show just kind of like breaks my heart moment by moment when I'm watching it. Like, I make a lot of jokes and I'm like doing these angry rants, but I loved this show. And Eric Wallace took over it, and he was supposed to be the guy to bring life back into the show. And he made a really cool intro. And then he proceeded to say, we don't care about continuity. My comic book characters are more important than the legacy characters that have been on the show for seasons. And they dropped the ball left and right. I mean, you can think about moments. Do you remember that episode where Barry first travels back in time in season 1? Where he's trying to save Central City from a tsunami.
Yeah.
And he's running and he screams. And then he goes back in time, and at the exact same time, Cisco's unlocking his powers. And you realize that Harrison Wells is... Eobard Thawne, and then he kills him. He kills Cisco, and then Barry goes back in time. He doesn't even know what happened. And do you remember this episode when the lightning blew up the building, and then Tom Cavanaugh looked at the camera, and he's like, it wasn't supposed to end like this. Because it's the same show. It is the same show where... like, stuff used to matter. And let's not pretend it was perfect. Barry would get honeys and dime pieces left and right, and he'd be like, nah, my sister, that's what I want. The show had problems. It had problems. But at the end of the day, we could, pretend they weren't siblings, and maybe we'd be okay for a while. And then Joe would come on screen and be like, my children, the boy I raised, the girl I raised, in the same household together are in love. And then that was weird again. But, God, guys... what are we doing? What are we doing? Eric Wallace, dude, I really don't like you. I hope you don't go on to direct anything else or showrun anything else after this. I hope you're like D&D from Game of Thrones, who destroy a legacy of something so passionately that people love so much that you are excommunicated from Hollywood. Because, dude, what's wrong with you? Arrow ended on a high note. Do you remember how Arrow ended? Did you watch the Arrow finale?
I don't remember how it ended, but I remember it being people being at least content with it.
It was good. It was one of those things where the last episode being Crisis was a bit hack me because Oliver had to die for no reason, and then he was brought back as a Spectre for no reason. But it was a goodbye season. You have him going back to Lian-Yu and to every individual place, and what do you call it? Reliving those moments. He has a brand new suit that looks incredible. He's really connecting. The scene where he meets his future, the same way Barry's meeting his future children. Oliver meets his future daughter, and it's this teary-eyed moment because Oliver knows he's going to die. So him getting to meet his daughter Mia is such an incredible, special moment. It's the same teams that are making this. So give Grant and the rest of that cast what they deserve, and give them something good to work with in the finale, because you're not doing right by them. Mm-hmm. And for anybody in the comment section that keeps saying you don't like Candace Patton because of the color of her skin, are you messing with me? I've said it time and time again. I actually think Candace Patton's a decent actress. She's given terrible material, and she talked about it recently about how she's mistreated on set. She's obviously phoning in her performance now because she's mistreated on set. I'd probably do the same. If you're given crap material time and time again and you're asking for better storylines, and they've made you the most hated woman in Hollywood, or on television right now, that's not fair to her. No, I don't have an issue with Candace Patton because of the color of their skin. And for everyone who's Hassan also hates Wally West because he's black in the show. No. I love this. Kean Lonsdale is like one of my favorite actors. I don't know how. I saw these comments and I was just like, this is the one time I'll address it because Kean Lonsdale is literally, I'm actually sad that he's not in the show anymore. That's probably the saddest thing.
Yeah.
Because he's great. He was so fun. And honestly, guys, hair, season 3. Season 3B, when he has like the top fade and the curls looking fantastic and the fade into the cowl, dude looked incredible. He looked awesome. I loved it. But look, that's
here I was thinking maybe we can get through an episode without hair coming up.
No, I'm sorry. Guys, look, the CW costuming department doesn't get to work on anything cool anymore, but they do get to put cool hair on very good looking actors because this is the CW and everybody's good looking on here. What's going on with this Frost thing, man? Are they bringing her back to life?
Yeah, I don't know what that was supposed to be because like they put it maybe that was them going, oh, we're getting another season, well, we gotta shoehorn something in that we can use next season because they're making it seem like she's back. There's clearly something physically deformed about her. Maybe she's coming back as like true blue, like Killer Frost kind.
They bring her back as a villain.
That's kind of
so
what I'm
inspired.
Expecting.
That seems awesome.
But
maybe they should bring Ronnie Raymond back to life again.
Oh, God.
I actually love Robbie Amell, and I love the character of Ronnie Raymond, so I was very sad that he didn't actually get to come back as himself. Instead, he was Deathstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Someone in chat just said Danielle said Frost is perma-dead, so I don't know. I'll look into that later, but it's just dumb.
Okay, hold on, though. See, here's the reason why I don't believe that or really take that to any regard is if she said Frost is permadead, that means we're probably getting Killer Frost back, and the version of Frost that we had grown to love of the pseudo hero version is the one that's dead, because she has done this actress has done this like 5 times now where she's like, oh, this like Caitlyn's not gonna be here anymore. It's because she's Frost the entire season. Like, she keeps doing this. So if she said Frost is dead, it means we're getting Killer Frost back.
This show has no continuity. You're making me angry. Oh my God. Do you guys remember in season 4 when she's both of them? Like, the reason she becomes Frost is because of Savitar. And then she's like, them together, and then it's this multiple personality thing, and then they finally get her effects well, because then her hair like transitions like really cool, like the platinum instead of the ugly weird wig she was wearing, and she looked awesome and she was badass, and then they just threw it away. For what? For who? Market it for children. Please market it for children. Take all the weird pseudo Barry and Iris have to have sex to make babies out of the show and just make it for kids. I'm tired. Bring Patty Spivot back.
Bring Patty Spivot.
I would just love it if they said, hey, this season takes place on a different Earth. Iris is played by Danielle Panabaker. Patty Spivot's in the show as the other love interest. There's a love triangle. They just completely throw it out and we just reset. I would pay so much money for that. Because, like, there was a point where Vibe was going to be the coolest thing on this show. And Cisco sent us this from Argus. If the world was ending, are we really supposed to believe Cisco Ramon is just like, yeah, I'm busy. I have my 9 to 5. Like, I can come maybe after hours, but Barry, can you run over and come get me? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. And for those of you, and this is for anybody watching both shows but hasn't been paying super close attention, Superman and Lois is on a different Earth. That is confirmed now, which is good to know because you're wondering why, how Tyler Hoechlin Superman can be not lame. I liked him in Supergirl, but less cool than he is in his actual show, and why Barry doesn't come fix their problems and vice versa. Because actually, Barry's world does have a Superman. So what are you doing, dog? Clark, come help. But yeah, I've burned through a lot of brain cells watching this show. This show meant more to me than you guys could ever know. Oh, I'm so happy to be done. I don't even know what we should review next.
That's the best part about this finale. That is my favorite thing, is that it is done.
It's over. It's over. No more Cecile. Barry, I feel your anger in waves. Danielle Nicolette, what are you doing? What are you doing?
She's going to be the villain.
You
I'm
were in
calling
Kevin
it now.
Hart's movie. No. I saw her in her little leather outfit and her freaking necklace. They dressed her like a villain.
They are making her a villain. They're going to do a classic situation of she's absorbing the powers from these other people. The people that she has absorbed them from are villains, and that's going to affect her, and she is going to become the villain of the next season. Because, yes, you don't change her costume that much, go that far into her powers, saying that she could be the most powerful being, have her take the powers of 2 known villains from the show.
Yeah. See, look, at the end of the day, this show sucks. Do you know Danielle Nicolette, before she was on Flash, she was like in Kevin Hart movies? She was like in things. She did stuff and she was like an actress. Also, I remember when they first introduced her for like a love interest for Joe, and I was like, oh, damn, Joe, I see you, my boy, with the DA. Okay. And now she's like so annoying on here. It's like unfair. It's completely unfair to her. It's unfair to everybody. And that's what I think at the end of the day, this show is always going to be. I think this show's legacy is a show that wasn't kind to its cast and wasn't kind to its original fans. And that, like, it's crazy that they're wondering why ratings are going down when they're the ones driving ratings down. So, you know, I feel like we could talk more about it. We could.
I do want to say that a couple people in chat were saying that it was Bashir, the Sage Force guy, that did it. You guys have clearly not read comics, because literally every time that something like that happens, there's always a lingering effect. There's always oh my gosh, that power stayed after this happened. That is like the biggest cliche in comic books, is that when someone boosts someone else, there's always a lingering effect or power of some sort. That's why I'm very much saying she's going to be the villain.
And to be clear, it's only when villains do that, because Barry has gotten power-ups in every finale of the show and proceeded to do nothing with it.
This is true.
How does Central City have crime? Go to Star City, Barry. Go help people. That city doesn't have a hero anymore. Diggle moved to Metropolis, and he didn't become shit. Remember when he had the box? It's nothing. This show's dumb. Turns out Diggle's show didn't get canceled yet. I think it's still in production. His Heroes University, Hero Academy or whatever. Do you know he got a spinoff?
Okay, we're not even going to go into that. We're not touching this. Let's I don't want it.
Dan, I can feel your anger coming off in waves. You're furious, Dan. You're so angry. You need pretzel sticks. Like that's every scene with her. Except, you know what? I'd go as far as say as I did a better performance.
You did, because that was very accurate. It was very accurate.
You need pretzel sticks.
I need my pretzel sticks.
I'm actually leaving the therapy in a half hour, and I've never needed it more than after watching this stupid show. Oh my god. Should we call it? Do we call it?
Let's wrap it up here.
What a good moment. This is the best part, Dan. We're done with this. We're done. Hey, Dylan. I don't know if Dylan's still here. Did you ever hold on before?
We gotta sign off. We
do. I was saying something to Dylan. I want to show you one thing that a fan made on Twitter from our last review.
You're putting this in the middle of the review.
Yeah, because they need it. Look, it's at the end, but they're gonna see it. It's fine.
Let's see it.
We'll see it, because he said this is what the thumbnail should have been.
Oh yes, okay, I know which one you're talking about.
And it's literally, hold on.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Hassan Reverse Flash. Because I hate this show.
Oh, send that to him. Send that to him, and he'll use that for the thumbnail for this video.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So, guys, Dan, you can sign us off. I think you've earned it.
Thank you guys so much for listening and watching to our Flash review for Season 9. Let us know if you're as happy to be as done with it as we are, or if you thought it was good. If you thought it was good, you know what? Let us know. Maybe there were intricacies that you saw that we did not, that you could enlighten us with. But I think you kind of get an idea of where both Hassan and I stand in regards to this show. He is Hassan. I am Dan. This is Absolutely Marvel in DC. And we will catch you guys next time.
Or we